Guess who's back? Back again. It's me. It's Nemo. How are you all here? It's a pleasure to be back here and sharing a little bit here. Nemo Shong here from NemoShong.com. I am thrilled to lead the Outliers, Pioneers, and Mavericks to create a change in the world that only they can do. I'm out here today just reconnecting with you. It's been a while, and the thing that has been kind of driving this year has just been an intentionality. There it is. An intentionality of not just showing up and talking about what I believe the world can look like, or talking about how I feel I can serve different outliers, pioneers, and mavericks, but getting out there and doing the work. And I just wanted to just use this time here just to reconnect, to say hello to you all. Hello, Charmaine. Hello, Allison. Hello, Karen. It is wonderful to see. I feel like Seinfeld. Hello, la la la. So I'm going to use this time here just to really just bring us all up to date here, let you know what's happening behind the scenes, and give you a chance to say to come and be a part of what's happening what's happening behind the scenes. And let me just start with that. You're not going to see me on Facebook Live and all that stuff as often as you might want, because I'm out there serving people on a regular basis. Nowadays, my time has been taken up in a very different way, and it's fantastic. It's amazing. So if you're interested in being a part of, I'm leading small group conversations. We're having community conversations on dangerous topics, like especially around the world of diversity and inclusion. I love stepping into it, going to places where we really shouldn't be, or the places that feel uncomfortable. So if you're at all interested in doing that and you want some more Nemo in your life, the best way to do that is just send me a message or go to NemoShong.com and get in touch that way. I'm constantly doing different events, and it will eventually come out into the Facebook world. But right now, there's a lot of people who are actively searching for the type of joy that I'm bringing, the type of fulfillment that they want in their life, and for those outliers, pioneers, and mavericks, a way for them to finally step out and create their next level of success that's in alignment with who they are and how they see the world. So if that sounds of interest to you, come over, let me know, and we'll just continue on from there. For those of you where this is not like, okay, you're not ready to jump in with me at this level, totally cool. What you'll see is different videos and recordings and such of these conversations, because what I've learned is that I want to be doing the work, and I don't mind sharing it. I don't mind learning visibly with all of you. So that's the first and foremost. If you're interested in getting more Nemo, if you're interested in like taking this from just watching to action, come join me. Send me a message at NemoShong.com. Leave a comment. Let me know, and I'll reach out and I'll let you know about some of the upcoming events. In fact, this next Thursday, and I'm trying to think about it in terms of U.S. times, but next week I'm hosting 3 small group coaching sessions. Send me a message and I'll send you an invitation to it. So what's been up? What's been up in the world here? I think some of the things, I'll talk about what's present for me right now, and then I'll let everything else show up behind it. What's present for me is this ongoing realization that at my core, the way that I truly best serve the world is not through systems, it's not even through education, but it's in leadership and investing in others. And that right there may not seem like a really profound insight from an external perspective, but for me, it's a game changer. And the reason for this here is that at the level that I'm playing, it's more about removing some of the cloudiness and seeing things with additional clarity. That is where the extra energy and the extra return on every one of my investments come. So what's come from this here has been an understanding that I actually create the greatest value when I'm in conversation with people, when I'm creating experiences for people to be led, and I'm also creating other leaders. Compare this with what I was doing beforehand, which was sharing a lot on Facebook Live, or reaching out and trying to just share some thoughts and opinions out in the world. Very helpful. I'm comfortable being in the spotlight or being visible, but in terms of where the greatest amount of contribution I can make, it really wasn't in these types of messages. Now, it's not to say that there's not value in it, and it's not to say that there isn't great things that come from sharing in this way. And it's not to say that it's like, there's a part of me that looks at this and it's like, Facebook Live is something that's actually quite easy for me to do. It takes less energy for me to create a Facebook Live than it has taken for me to create these group coaching conversations. The group coaching conversations scare me. There's a level in there of like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how to prepare for it in advance, and I don't want to. And then I take it another level, and this is part of the things that I'm feeling as like kind of uniquely as an outlier, pioneer, and maverick. I'm creating this as I go along. I know that there's a need in the world, and there's something that I uniquely can do to plug in that gap, to bridge that gap. But it's very difficult for me to tell you what that end result looks like or what that end process looks like beforehand. It's been one of the most challenging things as an outlier, pioneer, and maverick leader to basically try and talk about what the path through the wilderness is while I'm still in the wilderness. And there's been some things that have taken place recently that has gotten me to really just come to terms with the fact of, wait a minute, I'm an expert in my life. I see things differently. I see things differently because I'm an outlier. Because I'm an outlier, I'm removed enough from what everyone else sees to be able to actually see the system. One of my clients, we were talking about this here, and what came up was it's like being in the Matrix. It's so fun to me sometimes to see people come up with solutions that are completely that continue to perpetuate the very thing that they're looking to solve. It's as though you're in the Matrix trying to bend a spoon without realizing that there is no spoon at all. And you're never actually trying to create that there. So that's where I'm playing now, and I'm doing this here by having conversations and by inviting people into various experiences. It's cool seeing some people on this video here who have been a part of some of those experiences. They've been a part of it a couple months ago. Some of them have been a part of it back in 2018, and it's been something that I want to bring and presence in this conversation is. I feel embarrassed. I feel embarrassed because I'm doing things now that I've wanted to do for months, if not years. And a part of me is like, oh, was this it? Like why didn't I get this done beforehand? So on and so forth. There's that level of like, Nemo, what happened here? And there's an embarrassment that comes along with it. And I think that there is an element here that I want to call out. And the fun thing is, I'm still in the game. I think that's really, really how I feel about it all. It's like, yes, there's a lot of things I wanted to do beforehand, and it didn't happen in the time frame in which I thought they were going to come to life, and they're happening now. And so whether or not this was a thing that could have or should have happened in the past, all I know is that I'm staying my path, and it's getting done. And I'm making sure that you all have a chance to come and be a part of it here. This is the game that I'm playing. This is the way that I'm playing. I'm reading this here, getting some messages here, like, if there is no spoon, there is no embarrassment. I love that there, Stacey. And there's a part of me that's like, yeah, I definitely want to just like embrace that there. And I also want to call out like, hey, I feel it. I feel it at times where I'm like, shouldn't I be further along? And I think one of the fun parts about all this here is just simply, I guess that's why I'm here on this video right here, to be honest. I'm here because I want to show up as me. I'm not even as authentic or as vulnerable. It's like, I'm authentic and I'm vulnerable and I hide and I'm embarrassed and all that stuff. I just want to show up as me for a little bit before I go back out there and work with some of my clients and some of the people that we're creating transformations with. So I feel like that needed to be shared. There's an element here in the past where I would have felt like I was hiding, where I would have felt like, oh, I haven't been on Facebook Live in a while. Why aren't I on here? The thing is, there's just great things that are happening within my world that I'm like bringing out, and it just feels good to be working on that and sharing some of the insights that I've gotten from that. So I'm going to start wrapping this up here because I can actually feel like something inside of me saying like, get back at it, Nemo. There's some people you can go and serve. But I'm going to end this here with a recent realization of mine. And I don't know the director, Robert Altman. Tell me more about Robert, Stacey. But But I'll end this with a recent realization of mine. And the realization here really comes back to that element of leadership. When I coach individuals and when I coach groups and when I coach the different teams and leaders and teams and entrepreneurs, I'm always coaching around leadership. To me, there's an element here that I've been coaching externally around it, but I haven't brought it into my own world. So one of the things that I'm really excited about is that I am building out my team. I am taking on an online business manager and a virtual assistant who can help me bridge the gap between my people skills and my propensity to want to build systems and my lack of skills in managing those systems, keeping them updated, and really bridging the gap between people and systems. So I'm really excited about that there, because that gives me a chance to be able to say, to continue serving each and every one of you, but doing it in a way where I am supported. And to me, it feels like an evolution, because I found support in a lot of different ways, from coaching to masterminds to communities to courses. I found support in a lot of different ways. The one place I haven't really invested in is getting support within my own team, and to lead that team and to bring out the best within those individuals on the team so that they can help bring out the best of me. And I can do that at scale with each and every one of you, both scale and depth. I want to check and see that right there, because scale is such an overused word nowadays. Where I'm really getting at to is in this area of, I can continue to serve each and every one of you at the level in which you're showing up, in a way that continues to fuel me and is also sustainable. Sustainable growth and multiplying what is being done in any given moment. So this message here is, there's nothing I'm trying to like help you learn. There's nothing this is just me needing to share and choosing to share and choosing to show you a bit of what it's like on my journey as an outlier, pioneer, and maverick, and a bit of how I'm choosing to do things differently from what I have learned and have done in the past, to really create what it is that I feel like I am here to do. We're creating this change. We're having these conversations. And I'm going to end this here with another invitation. The invitation is if you are someone who has an unconventional truth, where most people believe one thing, but the real truth is something different, I really want to serve you. My unconventional truth is that most people believe that the key to inclusion is to find out what we have in common. But the truth is, the real key to inclusion is to celebrate and value our differences. And I am creating an entire world, an entire business, an entire life around helping to spread that message and support others with that. And what is key for me is to understand, what are your differences and how to help celebrate and value that. Celebrate in terms of being able to share that with others, and value that in terms of being able to make money and have a livelihood and be able to support other people through the wealth that you're generating there. I want both of these things for you, because I can't do it alone. My job is to help other people who are walking the path to be able to be successful, and collectively we'll be able to change the world. That's the game that we're playing here. So if you're interested in any of this here, send me a message, send me a direct message, send me an email. I'm actually incredibly easy to get in touch with. Just let me know. I'm not here to convince you. I'm not here to manipulate you. I'm not here to sell you into anything. I am living I'm having an amazing experience, and I'm doing it with some really great people, really coaching them through challenges that very few other people can do. Can coach them through. Very few other people in their world can help them through. And I'm offering you an opportunity to come and be a part of that. So if you're interested, send me a message. Let me know that you're interested, because there are people right now that I'm serving, and I want to make sure I'm putting my attention there. If you're not interested, that's totally cool. Keep watching this, share this, let people know, and go out there and celebrate what makes you different. Go out there and share what makes you different, and value that, because that's the only way that we're really going to capture the true return on investment for diversity and inclusion. I'm Nemo Ashong. Wherever you are watching this, leave a message, leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are about this here. Thank you for being in witness of me just being back out here with all of you. And I'm going to invite you to really be more you. I'll talk to you later. Bye.